Hello and welcome to Hamrok Slays Undead. Today we're in Ruins of Elysian, and we're gonna try this again. Hey, Fossil 160. Hey, Krez, how you guys doing this morning? We're gonna try it again. I put a campfire down so we can get back here easily. And just for note, in the previous zone, just because we've gone through it a few times at this point, and I just want to make sure that everybody else knows, because I didn't know before today. So previously, as we've come here, we've gone on this bridge and jumped off right here. But actually, where is the? You can just like go like this, and follow the wall all the way around, and then walk like this with levitate across the water here, and it's much easier to get into the zone. So it is what it is. I decided to gnome it up today because I wanted a little gnome luck, because I died instantly last time I came here. So you know, we're gonna try this again. This zone is was difficult. Definitely not gonna lie. I came here with some twinks a while back, the different series, and they had zero issues, but this guy, I was killed so fast that I immediately just left the zone. So we'll see how it goes today. We're gonna get over here onto this land, and I'm actually using levitate. I usually don't use levitate, but here we are. Alright, so there's the zombies. Maybe these guys can... You guys want to like hang out right here? There you go. Alright. You stay there. Alright, let's grab this. Oh my god, it's red. So these are level 72. Oh my gosh, he's already hit me hard. What are we getting hit for here? 1,000? That's not bad. Pull up smashing here. I can't hold aggro though. Oh jeez. Alright, we got some desiccated zombie dust there. Yeah. It's I don't know. Lev and me don't get along very well. Mostly because it just messes up the box angles and stuff when you're trying to do stuff, but not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm about to memorize LOL, I think. But since we made that last video, right, we've improved the enchanter's ability to mez significantly, but she can't. I don't think she can mez 78. So I mean 72. Let me see what a Felicity. She can mez 70. So. Oh, can't even mez these things. Now there was a worm squirmer around here. I want to make sure we get that real quick. I don't know what that's for, but let's see here. There's that worm. We're gonna kill this worm because I feel like he's just gonna be worming his way into problems. Hey, Big Dean, how you doing, man? All right, not too bad, not too bad. All right, so these are hitting reasonably hard. I am going to switch my druid to, so right now she's been using the level 55 heal all the way to whatever level this is, 68. So we're gonna switch it to the whatever the current heal is, just because I can. Look, you can see here I'm taking damage, and she's not able to like heal enough to bring that back up. So we're gonna make sure that that gets taken care of. And we got a belt off that guy. Wow, look at that. Was that an upgrade? Oh my god, that could be an upgrade for somebody. Warrior, Paladin. Yeah, I have none of those classes. Alright, I guess you get it. There, Hamrok. Alright. Let's go to the Druid. Now, I have my characters in a different order than I normally do. Because I literally just camped the ones I had on Pinky. So they're a little slightly different order. Oh my gosh, what was I doing? I was getting a better heal. That's what I was doing. All right, let's current. Let's get rid of Chloroblast and let's go heals. Chlorotorp. All right, that works. Save. Current. And is there like a? Did we get the group heal yet? No. Yeah, we didn't get anything useful yet. All right, load current. All right, and this is an indoor zone. I figured it was. Just double checking. All right, we got a befouled flesh eater. Now let's see. Let's do some debuffs on this. See how that goes. Get Tash on there. All right, that's gonna be dicey on that. All right, we got critical heal. I mean, a critical attacks. Where are my slay undeads? These should be undead. Yeah, we're in the hey Garrett. Yeah, we're in the change, if you will. Oh, we got an ad. A worm somewhere. What is this? Cash loot. All right. Now, like, so I just leveled this pretty much on Vaniki, right? Like, pretty much offline, and I went from, I think it was 1 to 85 or 84. I think is where I'm at now, something like that. And I've taken a little more appreciation for for some things, like the level. I would say 65 to 75 is not a fun experience outside of honestly Vaniki. There's just so little, you know, good spots to go hunt and stuff like that. Like on Vaniki though, you can go to Gribbles at 65 and totally skip the whole entire thing. So it is going to be interesting. To say at least, yeah. The casters are going to start getting, you know, a little bit better stuff, right? Like they have literally no spells. They have like a level 55 swarm pet, and I'm using a magic nuke right now. I should probably switch that. That was from yesterday. Let's do that. So that one. And I don't even know if this level 55 swarm pet's even worth it. Spark of Fire. Ice Bane. Dark Damage Fire. Firebane? What's Firebane? Okay, that works. I'm gonna go with Firebane, I think, because one, these guys are higher level than the wizards. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, let's get this guy over here. Look at that. Took me to like half life almost instantly. Let's see here. Into level range where the game starts to change. 6 years when it starts to become fun. Casters have mana TSS for me until 70. And then Gribbles. Always go through it. Okay. What is, so like I'm 68. What is the good TSS zone at 68? Because this zone is pretty rough right now. Alright, that's good. That we actually killed zombies here, and she is like jacked up. Got a solo here. Ashengate? Alright. Alright, Ashengate and Dire One. Okay. I will definitely check those out. I know I got a few requests for showing some TSS zones. I wanted to go to Frost Crypt, but I think that's like 75 plus. Alright. Ooh, we can get this one. Is he in the water? Let's see. Am I getting any slay undeads? I've got no slay undeads. Alright. Are these even undead? That is so interesting. Hey, Beast Lord Blarp, how you doing, man? How are you doing? Oh god. Is that death? That could be death. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, we're going to do Guard of Humility. I can't mez these because they're too high, so... I already lost it. And I lost my wizard. I can't heal her. About to lose somebody else here in a second. Come on. Deflection. 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 Jeez. Alright, we'll res her. That was terrible. Oh, there we go. There's a slay undead for 1400. Finally. Unpacking. Well, yeah. I'm not gonna. I support you, brother. that's all I can say. I don't wanna say anything. There you go. All right. Let's fix that. Heals, resurrection. Hey, best friend, I got any tips on a new player? I am subbed. I got a journeyman tank, and I'm running out of plot. Cause what level are you, Kaz Big? What level? What server did you pick also? There we go. Let's just take you over here, sit you down. Let's clarity her. Skin. All right, let's make a change. Well, so we were doing Firebane. Let's see if there's something a little less death-inducing here. Spark of Fire, probably. It's gonna be a little better. Yeah, let's try Spark of Fire, because that one's gonna get resisted, so that might help. They're getting absolutely smacked. So at 53, if you want to farm some platinum really quick, I would say go to like Soul B or Guk and just like let the pet do as much much of the fighting as you can, and the pet will I mean, not the pet, but the mercenary will kill a lot of stuff really quick, right? So it's gonna be easier for you to churn through, and those all drop a lot of platinum. And find steel weapons. You could sell those to the vendor and stuff. And then if you want to make money, like a plane of innovation, like Blarp says, they will that will help you significantly there. And let's do. Oh, sorry, we had a death. We gotta replenish their buffs here. There's my paladin. All right, let's do symbol. All right, I think she's as good as it's gonna get, in all honesty. All right, so twofers are not on the menu. We need to make sure we don't get two. Two is absolute chaos. Oh my god, she got summoned again. Oh my god, what? Hold on, alright, this is... Alright, we gotta look at this real quick. She's casting one nuke. Like, it can't be that that bad. Alright, let's see here. Res you again. Is she getting like crits or something? Like, that's the only thing I can think of. She's getting like 10k crits and I'm unable to yeah. Summoning is quite a bit of pain here. Alright, spell damage. And she got some big crits. No, that was on the other one. So I already switched to Sparkle Life. She literally hit it for 1300. Oh my god. I didn't even have Major Familiar up. Alright. Redo. Let's see here. Who's this? Let's do damage shield. Symbol. Druid skin. All right, we're gonna have to figure something out here because this is unsustainable. Her dying every death. All right, let's put Rune of Salic on this lady, and we'll put Ethereal Rune on this one. And that gives us apparently Rune of Salic does not stack. But, all right, we should be fine. Okay. Oh wait, let's do Browse. You know what? That's a good question. Is the silent AAs even on? Yeah, it's enabled. It is enabled, so I don't know. She's just doing too much damage, I think, for this paladin. Let me switch his spells around. I'm gonna get rid of Flame of Light because it's not even worth doing anymore. Let's do Serene Command. That gives me a level 73 stun, and then let's do Force of Piety. That should give us another 73 stun, and then Mars Salvation I think is 75. No, 70. We're close. It's 70, so we'll get that soon. All right, that one, and then Voice of Akira. That one. Let's see if we can do another one there. Stun. Kronos' Word of Serenity. All right, so are these on the same timer? Timer 6. Timer 6. That's not viable. Is this one on timer? This one's timer 4. Timer 4. No. Let's see here. That one, that one, that one. I think this is going to be timer 4 also. Oh, that one's timer 5. All right, that works. Let's do that. And then let's put Yelp there. Save that as the current. All right, let's try that again. All right, we're going to build aggro. Oh, never mind. We just can't even. We can't even build aggro. It's just like I'm getting. Look at that. I'm already almost dead. Hand of piety. All right, this might be just too hard for us. There's something I'm missing here. I don't even have time to slow it before it's ready to kill me. All right, let's try this again. So, force. All right, that one worked better. What level is this thing here? It's red. 72. Okay. All right, let's get rid of levitate. It might be kind of messing with me here. Let's give that to the druid. All right, that worked. Let's grab this yellow guy. What is he? He's 71. I remember getting more Slay Undeads when I came here before. But I guess I'm misremembering. There we go. There's a 2500 Slay. And there she goes. She got aggro again. Now, let's look at her. She's only doing 1500. Definitely interesting. Hand of Piety comes in absolutely very, very nicely. All right, I think this guy is going to be the... Yeah, this is Runes of Elysian. I came here and I think Holdridge's Crusade, and it was really easy, but I twinked them out in like raid gear at level 1. So I think that is kind of like the difference. I'm in whatever group gear I've found so far versus full, you know, raid gear at level 1 kind of stuff. I'm getting a few Slay Undeads. There was a 4200 right there, but it's not as much as I was expecting. And I don't think I could tank this with without the shield right now. Another quest item. Stack, not worth looting. Sweet. Go. Yeah, it feels like it procs a lot less. Like like my 125, it on my 125 ballot, it seems to proc a lot more. But you know, at this level, I don't have all the AAs and stuff. I don't have any decks or heroic decks or anything like that. So it's definitely not not the same proc rate. There's one. Force. Summon me in melee range. Oh my gosh. All right, we're almost 69. Yeah, it definitely might be worth going to a lower place at this point. I might try. Was it Ashengate? I think's what Painted said. 4,200 Slay. Yeah. Right. Let me see. I think I can port the Dire Wind. I think I can on this character. Let me check real quick. Because this is just like schwacking me way too hard to be effective. Hey, Nummy, how you doing, man? Undershore, so you can't port there yet. I mean, go back to Wall of Slaughter, maybe, but Dawn Shroud. Oh, there's Sunderrock Springs. Okay, so let's memorize that. Think about this for a few more minutes. Sunderrock Springs will put us. Where is that? That is not there. What the hell is it? North Central? There we go. Sunderrock Springs will put us there, and then we can just walk to Dire Wind. And then to Ashengate. Ashengate, actually, that's the raid zone. And I don't think we can zone in there, right? We need to do the progression to zone into it. I thought, anyway. Cadaverous. Cadaverous. Just a word I've never heard before. There we go. It's working. Editing baking videos. Oh. What do you use to edit videos, Nomi? Are you do you use Adobe software or do you use DaVinci? I don't think I've ever asked. And if I did, I don't remember because I forget everything, unfortunately. Shoot. Alright, we got no cooldowns. Wizard's already pulled aggro. I got nothing. I got nothing to do to save her. Now, it doesn't help that they're like, they have like no armor, right? Like, something to keep in mind. DevCap and Confui. You quit Adobe in 2002. Yeah, I'm trying to remove Adobe from my life right now. I downloaded DaVinci. I'm gonna try that out. Oh, jeez, come on. But my Adobe went from like 500 to 700, and they like didn't really even say anything. So I'm gonna just get rid of it. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, Valdenholm. Okay, yeah, okay, Valdenholm. Yeah. I like killing giants. That might be fun. Yeah, it's kind of fun, right? It's kind of fun to struggle, right? Like when I like log on some other characters, it's kind of boring because they just destroy everything. And I felt like when I was making the series where I was just twinking the characters out to the max at level 1, they were it was just kind of boring because there was no challenge. So that's why I didn't give these guys anything. I wish you could turn off the heroic AAs, like if they were passive, or you can just like enable or disable them. That would be kind of fun. So you could get back down to base stats. Yeah, let's go ahead and this is like I don't even have mobs to kill, so like this is too slow. I know Valdholm will have more mobs. Let me see. I don't think the wizard has it yet, so I got Serpent Spine. I got Blightfire and Sunder Rock. What does the druid got? The steps and Lightfire. What is gonna get us closer? So the steps will take us to Icefall, which will take us to Valdholm. Let's do the steps, and then from there we can figure it out. Might as well have fun with this. Yeah, I use OBS with the Atrium plugin, so it I used it so I could do both streaming to the to vertical and that vertical and normal picture at the same time, but YouTube added the feature to just do it without having to have a separate stream for that, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'll look at that dev cap and Confui. I'll look at those and see, because I'm trying to transition my editing box into fully Linux, and I know DaVinci works in Linux, so I'm trying out DaVinci now. I don't know any good editing software in Linux at the moment. What? Oh, sorry about that. I hit M on my Twitch window. All right, let's get to Icefall. So that is going to be straight ahead. Let's do visibility, foiled shield. Okay, meld has that horizontal equal vertical. Okay, nice. I'll have to look at that one too. I've been using the same stuff for so long that you know, it's probably time to explore the market and see what's available. Now, theoretically, we should be able to make it there without Invis failing against all these things here. What are these con? These are blue, so they're going to be a reasonable amount of experience, I would say. I think some of them see Invis too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this archer dude over here does. This one does too. No, that one doesn't, for some reason. This guy does, though. Where are all my characters at? They're all flying in the air. Hey, brah. Or Brian H. Sorry, your name looked, it looked different. All right, just working on some class. It's nice. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate anyone that watches my videos. It's so awesome. All right, let's move up. Con this guy. Let's go ahead and kill him. 0.7. I mean, these are not too bad of experience, right? The mana burn isn't as bad as I thought it would be for these higher level stuns. Obviously, we'll still have to med, but these guys are still gonna have to med too, so I think it'll work out okay. Let's re-invis. And then we'll get up to Icefall here in just a moment. I do miss my bard. And speaking of bard, currently on the poll that is gonna be what I play on Frost Reaver, Beastlord is winning this morning, so we'll see how this ends up. But right now it looks like looks like it might be a Beastlord. So you know, I view it as easy as the bard, hard as the ranger, and medium as the Beastlord. Is like my difficulty scale on those, right? I think a ranger will have the hardest time getting a group, whereas a bard will have the easiest time to get a group. And I think Beastlord will fare fairly well at getting groups, but I'm not 100% sure how they are in early stuff's red. Jeez, this might be where we need to be. These are blue. Okay, so that's yellow. But you know what I remember? Right over here. Yeah, there's the snow leopards, right? All right, let's get across the river here. Yeah, those are yellow. All right, that's perfect. Where's those? There's like some kobolds or something down here. Man, where are they? I could have swore they're down here. Maybe it's at this cave. And I remember those being good experience. I think we got this as a random zone at one point, I think is what it was, or this is a daily quest to kill these There's a wizard spire up here. I guess we don't have it yet. All right, there. All right, so the kobolds are. My guy's unnamed level 70. What's this guy? He's 69. All right, let's try these guys out. Let's see if we can find a spot. We can sit these guys. These mammoths like aggressive. The mammoths are not aggressive. All right, perfect. Let's get all these people mounted up. All right, con that. That's 69, and that is a 67. And she can do 70. Perfect. All right, here we go. I'm not dying in like one hit, so it's definitely better. I mean, I feel like this is doable. All right. The mammoths are good experience. Okay, nice. The fact that I can mez these makes this a little bit more exciting, because I can actually do more than just spam nuke these guys. Target, you're failing me. Portal Rock. I remember that's for quest. I'm gonna take it on him. I think it was for something we needed to do anyway. Nice, you used to kite the mammoths. Okay. I mean, what level is this thing? 75? Well, wait a little while on that. I feel like that's just gonna hurt. Wow. I lost aggro and all she was doing was casting debuffs. What the hell? An orc skull cap. Wow, alright. I think that said cup, didn't it? Yeah, orc skull cup. Jeez. There we go, we got a defender. Oh, you know what I just noticed? This character. Alright, yeah. So, what I did is I had my Viniki characters in from yesterday, and so when I camped out, I just switched servers. So my multi-binds are not set the same. So that's explaining a lot to me why I'm having some issues, because I'm spamming 4 and nothing's on 4. So yeah, I don't get a lot of Defiant. I think yesterday we got legs, that's it. So Kentucky 91, how well do you think a box team of mages and a cleric will hold up? I mean, you should be fine. I know, in all honesty. Like early on, it might be a little painful because you'll have to like target the you'll have to target all the different pets to heal them, right? But if you just have one taunting like an earth pet, you can, you know, control it a little bit better. But when you get, oh god, I don't know what level it is, but at some point the mages get a spell that buffs them, so every time they nuke, it heals the pets. And not just their pet, it heals any pet in the general area. So if you have 5 mages all nuking at the same time with that buff, every single pet is going to get healed that's got any damage, right? So you're gonna really not have any issue at all. So you'll be fine when it comes to that kind of stuff. And a mage is about 2 to 5 million DPS, so you can get some pretty nice DPS there. You might, you know, you might look into like not 5 mages, maybe 3 mages, and you know, and kind of fill out the group a little. But it just depends on how you want to do that. I heard about was it on the official EverQuest Discord? A guy did all 4 Shattering Row missions with 2 mages and a bard with all healer mercenaries. So, you know, there's definitely something to be said about those combos. But it does take, I think it's like 75 when you get the first one of those bodyguard spells. I think it is, anyway. The Unity spell cast it, so I think it's about 75, but I'm not 100% sure. But as soon as you get that, it's like game over. Like the pets never take damage because they're always getting healed. It's kind of crazy. Plus, if I remember correctly, the cleric synergy is an AoE heal. So you're going to be spamming an AoE heal to get the synergy on the cleric so that you get whatever the synergy is for that, which is probably more healing. So even more there. Let's see, do you think a healer merc would hold up better versus a cleric? No. I don't think a healer merc is anywhere good as a cleric when it comes to healing. The trick would be that if you're using a healer merc instead of a cleric, right, you're able to offset that group spot with something else. Yeah, I'm thinking lesson time. I just want to see how many mobs there are here. We might have to go to Valdholm. I just don't know if we can handle Valdholm. Not 100% sure. I feel like I'm already kind of like running out of mobs. Like early on, like the cleric might struggle versus a mercenary, I would say, but later in the game, the cleric dominates the mercenary 100%. Like the mercenaries are just overpowered from like 1 to 70, so it's really hard to gauge a mercenary versus a player at those levels. It's just so they're so broken in the amount of stuff they do. All right, we're not gonna be able to do that. There we go. So let me see here. This is Hamrok. That one should have. He's on 4, so let me fix this real quick. Because it's just like hampering the way I play. And I don't know why they're not there. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely easier than Runes of Elysian, for sure. I never really go to these spots that much, but it's kind of nice. All right, let's just go ahead and pop our lesson. And get what we get. I mean, it is what it is. We're almost, what, 69? Yeah, we should hit 69. I'd like to hit 70 today, in all honesty. And then we can do Vaniki. Start doing some busy work on Vaniki tomorrow. And then Thursday, I plan on doing the achievements for the first few again. For anybody that missed those, because I still don't have my Emperor key or my Planes of Power progression done, so I can't do the Soul Row Tower yet. But I think I can skip some of it. Like I don't think I have to do full planar progression, but I'm not 100% sure how far you have to go to get Soul Row Tower. Oh, there's like goblins right over there. Jeez. All right, maybe go over there, kill the goblins, and then come back over here and kill these guys, right? That might work. I don't know what level those are, but I think I'm gonna make a character and my wife make a log queue on won't work. Yeah, if you have like a level 1 character, just I would say like message me, you know, if you can message me like the day before when you're home from work, I can send you an invite if I'm on, because I should leave the character online, but I can't guarantee that something won't happen and won't disconnect, right? So, but I do plan on doing, oh gosh, I do plan on doing a Saturday one. So this week's gonna be Thursday, and then next week's gonna be, I think, Saturday. I just need to make sure that that's it's gonna work for my schedule. But we'll do a weekend one that's a little bit more friendly to those who work. And then we should be able to get all of them in. And I plan on keep doing these like weekly until Frost Reaver launches. Because I know a lot of people are like selling them for like 1 chrono, and I rather just do it. Oh, sorry, do it for free. For anybody who wants it, because I honestly want multiple claims on my characters, on my accounts, so I can claim multiple. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of characters on this server with the way the bonuses work. Ruin the economy. Yeah. I'm trying to get my characters to 120 so I can just go in and do the missions and get gear instead of like buying gear from people. So that's taken me a little while to level up. But being able to do gribbles at 65 made it so much easier. Because you're getting a level per gribble pretty much until about 80, and then it's a little less. But for some reason I made a weird group when I started on Viniki with the Moon Kitties group, and I have a druid and a shaman, and I just kept I didn't want to start another character, so I just kept with that, which actually turned out pretty nice because oh lovely 69. Because the druid can teleport to bind at level, I think it was 75 or something like that. Is there something right there? I'm so confused, I don't even see it. Sildana's pet. Why am I... Is my Chanter charmed or something? What is going on here? So it actually pretty worked out. Like, teleport to bind is low-key really powerful. Saves so much time because I'm bound like literally right here. There's Gribble. I'm bound like literally right there, and so I just can port there, thrown out at the very last one, and port right back when the timer's up in 2 hours. And I'm able, since I take no damage, right? Because the Worm Slayer, I can pretty much do them in about 20 minutes, all 3 of them. So I have 10 minutes left on my lesson every time I do it with a lesson, which lets me get, sometimes, I've done it once. I've gotten 5 Gribbles in 1 lesson, but I've only done that once. It's kind of slowed down now. Last time I played was 120 or something. I played a Beast Lord. It was pretty much solo all content with, solo content with 120 Beast Lord. Yeah, if you have the you know, the pet earring and stuff like that, you're gonna be fine. You should be able to like any, I would say any class with a healer merc can solo to 130. It's just the higher you get, the longer it's gonna take, because you go from, you know, fast kills to slower kills and slower kills because the mobs start getting more and more hit points. So but depending on how you want to play it, definitely you can do it. I would say like Necro, Beast Lord, Mage are going to be the easiest to solo to 130. And I would say the Necro would probably be the easiest just because they have so many solo skills. But if you have gear, I think the Beast Lord would kind of edge out the Necro at like the top end, right? Like a fully raid geared Beast Lord would probably be able to out solo a fully raid geared Necromancer, in my opinion, from based on my experiences playing with, you know, fully raid geared Beast Lords. Yeah, this is Drenell live server. There we go. Let's see if that worked. But yeah, you will have less work with a healer merc, but you will experience frustration at some point that you wouldn't get with a boxed merc or a boxed healer. Yes, I do plan on playing Frost Reaver. I actually have a poll on my YouTube community and my Discord for people to pick what I'm gonna play. Right now, it's up between Beast Lord, Ranger, and a Bard, and we're gonna play that in the Pug Life. I guess is the kind of the way that's gonna end up. What the hell is this? It's just like a little igloo with fire in it. Whoa! Now I'm gonna die because I don't know how to get out of here. Oh my gosh. Terrible design. Oh my god, I'm stunned. Run. My guys. I don't plan on boxing right away. Like on the first the first week of the server, and like it's just gonna be so painful to try to get a bunch of characters in. I'm not gonna bother with it. Alright, I don't know what happened there, but what is this? Deep sleep. Alright, reduce accuracy. Alright, didn't work. Didn't mez him for some reason. Yeah, mage will be pretty strong, I think. Zerker will be interesting. I was kind of hoping I would get either Berserker or Beast Lord in the voting, just because those are classes that aren't normally available in Velius, and to see what it's like to be a Beast Lord or a Berserker in before their items are even added to the game, right? You know, because you're going to be very, 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 very limited on stuff. And as far as I can tell, there's Velius quests for armor for both classes, but I don't know if those are like added later on or if they'll be available at like launch, right? It's definitely going to be interesting. And you won't be able to be like, you'll be a Beast Lord, but you won't be able to be a Vashir Beast Lord by default, so you know, you gotta pick that, but Ogre is gonna be my choice for Beast Lord for sure. Just because Ogre is definitely definitely the superior choice in my eyes at the lower level with stuns stuff. Yeah, Beast Lord is currently winning the poll, so that's what I'm gonna. It's Monday, I think, is when I'm gonna call the poll, and then then I'm gonna build a series around it, figure out what I wanna, what I'm gonna have, and get all that set up, and tell ChatGPT to generate me a logo, and we're off. And we'll see what we can come up with. But I think it'll be fun. I'm gonna have to look at like all the spell lists and stuff and see what spells a Beast Lord is even gonna have at like Velius, right? Because like all the spells that Beast Lords get are in Lucklin, right? So like, are they gonna be able to have the Lucklin spells in that, or are they just gonna have like lower level shaman spells, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see what actually happens. Oh yeah, I would love a gnome Beast Lord with some kind of like mechanical pet. I think that would be so much fun. There we go. So this time, like it mezzed, right? And we got deep sleep, so it lowers the accuracy, which is kind of cool. Like I haven't noticed that before. So it might be something that's like at this level of the mez that we get. Now we're getting debuffs on mez, which is actually kind of nice. Alright, let's go back to the other side and kill kobolds. Come on. But if Beast Lords have their Luckland spells right, that means there's gonna be extra mana regen early on, I believe, if that's how that works, right? Because that's a sub 60 spell. Plus the there's an HP buff that Beast Lords get, so like it's definitely gonna be an interesting situation to see what how that actually works out. Since I don't think they've ever done Beast Lords in before Luckland before. Now I know I can't do the epic on the Beast Lord until Luckland's out. So that'll be kind of a disappointment, but at the same time, you know, I don't think that weapon is very good in Era. I'm not 100% sure. I know a lot of Beast Lords I talked to on TLPs before, they always say they skip their epic because they have better stuff by then. So it's kind of interesting to see. But I think it's like a haste slow, like the Ranger one. So it'd be interesting to see there. But I have no idea. Gonna have to like plot out gear and stuff and figure it all out, figure out what, because there's like gonna be two different plays involved, right? There's the random loot from all the random named, right? And then there's the resource hunter, which will, you know, rush people to a zone. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how all that plays in together with all the different stuff. Like being able to farm different places to get this items is going to be great. So hopefully it's not just lower level shaman spells, because that would be painful. That would be extremely painful, because obviously the warder is not a lower level shaman spell. So definitely I got lots of thoughts. Lots of thoughts on this. Definitely. All right, let's grab this guy. 12 minutes. What do we at here? 29%. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna go for 70 today, I think, is what my goal is now. And then I'll make the 75 videos at some point, and then we're gonna pop over to Viniki and get our imp key, I think, is really what I want. So I can do Emperor on Thursday. I think I can do the Crag Beast Queen with the 55 Rogue, and then I can't remember the other one we gotta do. You don't see the poll in Discord? Alright, let me look here. Discord. It should be available to everybody. Like, people are voting, but maybe they have different rank. Let me look here. They need mana anyway. Alright, Discord. Polls. Edit channel. Hide activity never. Permissions. Everybody. Sync permissions. Why? Okay. Oh my gosh, has that been messed up? All right. All right, I synced permissions. You should be able to see it. So, can I not have a giant window? There we go. It should be right here under the important, as far as I can tell. So, if you cannot see it still, let me know. And here, there's my Discord. I think I have a bot for both of these. So that should work there. Let me see here. Not that one. Oh, how do I view the important tab? There we go. Edit category. Permissions. So view channel, merge. Use external emoji, why not? External stickers, why not? No mentions, no that. Pen messages. No one should be able to pen messages. Bypass slow mode, no. Everybody should be able to read message history. Send. No one should be able to do anything. There you go. Oh my god, so many. Alright, that's probably more than I needed to do for that one. There, it should be available. Like, if you can't see it, let me know. I synced the permissions, so it should be good now. Alright, and let's keep grinding. There's also a poll on the YouTube community page. Same one. I just add the two numbers together at the end. So, I guess you could theoretically vote twice if you wanted to. I don't think it'll affect much unless, you know, unless there's a really closeness. But if they like at the end it's a tie, I'll obviously do a tiebreaker between whatever it is. But I don't think that'll happen. Let's see. You'll be the one bard vote, yeah. So I consider bard the easy mode because I shouldn't have any issues getting a group as a bard. And Beast Lord is like the medium mode because theoretically Beast Lord should be able to get a group pretty easy. And then I think Ranger is going to be the hard mode because people have this stigma around Rangers, but I don't know why. I just leveled 1 to 80 something on Vaniki, and I'm kind of in love with the class. It's kind of cool. Like, I want to make a real one because like Vaniki's skewed, right? Like I have a Worm Slayer at level 1, right? So it's a skewed experience. So I think we'll level 1 here on Dronell here at some point just to see how it is. But definitely definitely a fun class, and being able to track everything in the zone is nice. I wish it put little dots on the map where everything was. That'd be nice. The strange uncle at the barbecues no one wants to talk to. Yeah. Get to max max level even with Ranger Gate. I mean, play like, you know, like say you're doing the old raids, right? As a ranger, you just all you have to do is like attack, tag something, and take the death touch, and you're good for the rest of the fight. I mean, you don't. No one's gonna expect you to do meaningful DPS with no buffs, right? So just turn on auto attack if they res you and have a good time. Let's see here. Surprisingly won. Go. 4 minutes on lesson and 40%. All right, not too bad, not too bad at all. Starting to run out of mobs, but I've been here before, right? And I didn't even know that goblin camp was there, so that is actually kind of nice. That makes this makes this a little bit better of a spot, really. Because then when you run out of mobs in this cave, you just run over there. There's 2 caves. I didn't even know that. I thought it was 1 big cave. All right, nice. That mammoth over there looks like it needs to be culled, right? It's like, oh, I'm an old elder mammoth. Please eat me. All right, let's get this guy Mez, because oof. Guard Mez. Stupid enchanter. Hey, oh my god, Voxel, what are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, you got it. Definitely want to try a fresh TLP. Why are people not happy with expansion start? What do you mean, Cross? Like you mean a fresh from classic, or do you mean like I'm just a little confused. Yeah, this like having to use these stuns, they push a lot. Plus the pets and whatever else is going on here. Yeah, it's gonna be a long Velius, I'll tell you that. Thank you for the subscription, Bell. Thank you very much. And thank you for the follow, Cross. I just saw that one too. There's like a delay on my little thing there. Yeah. Being in the old expansion, like being stuck at level 50 for 8 weeks is not that fun. As much as some people might like it, it's kind of boring. Because you run out of things to do really quick. There's only like what 2 raids plus the gods in hate and fear, and that's 4, right? So you got the 2 dragons, the 2 gods, and I think it whole unlocks at some point, but you know it's whole, and then you're just pretty much just leveling. And then Kunark, it only really adds the few dragons in VP. And originally VP was a real pain in the dick to get a key for, and so that was painful. Now it's really easy to get the key, so it's not too bad. But being able to do Velius also during that 12 weeks is going to probably improve the experience a lot. because you'll be able to pick what mobs you want from lots of different raid mobs and stuff like that for the raiding guilds. And there's a little bit more, like, Affiliates doesn't really add a lot of grouping locations, like besides Velks, which is a, you know, a top tier leveling zone, right? But you get some other options there, which is always good. Right. Let's see here. There's one. But I think as soon as that 12 weeks is over, people will be happy to be in Luckland. And I don't know if it's 8 weeks or 12 weeks to Plains of Power, but hopefully it's 8 to Plains of Power, because 8 weeks in Luckland might be not as fun. But, you know. Yeah, the Vex key is... Yeah, that one's a pain too. Yeah, I think they had, like, was there a key for Anguish back in the day? Like, I didn't play during Omens of War, so I'm not 100% sure. Was there a key at some point and then they just removed it? So the pets that these little, it's a Rage of Zom, right? So it summons these little earth pets. It's a level 55 spell, because we don't get a swarm pet upgrade until for a while. Like, this is just it. And it throws little pets out there. I don't know if it actually is worth doing, right? Like in reality, right? It looks like it's hitting for like 50 something. So, I mean, it's not too bad. But I don't think it's, you know, it's really that great at this level. It's a level 55 spell, so it's kind of... Oh, so you don't have to do the trials, you don't have to do the trials on TLP? It just lets you in? Nice. It might be 75, yeah. I'm not 100% sure. But I just cast it, so I'm used to casting it, and it's like already in my multi-bind stuff, so I'm ready for it when I do get the right one. I kind of have all my stuff kind of set up for where I know the character is going to be at level 130. So a lot of my stuff is kind of skewed for different like that, because I copy my UIs from my higher level characters. Where are my people? Okay, you could zone in, so no key, but if you hadn't done the quest, you would die instantly in Anguish, if I remember correctly. From what I played on last Mischief. Nice. Yeah, I've done, I think Beast Lord all the way to 125, Michael. There should be videos. Let me check. I haven't done 130 Beast Lord yet, I don't think. Let's see here. Beast Lord, show all. Yeah, I have 125, 120, 115, 110, 105, 100, 95, all the way to 50. And then the heroic Beast Lord. Plus, there was a whole series where I play a heroic 85 Beast Lord. Hey, Wig Diggity, how you doing, man? How you doing? Let's see here. Yeah, and let me know if you have any questions. I plan on leveling up the 125 Beast Lord soon because I gotta do Shadow Knight. Shadow Knight and Wizard. Those are on that character set, so I gotta level those up too. The pool is great. You know, definitely when the new TLP launches in May, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. Alright, we are buffless. Let's fix that real quick. Let's see here. Symbol. Damage shield. Clarity. Aura. Skin. Shielding. No, the wizard provides nothing. Oh, that's good to hear, Mike. That's good to hear. That's kind of like my intention. I try not to name them in a way that it's like the definitive way, because it's very subjective on how you play your character, right? I know people who click all the little different things, and you know, since I started doing the multi-bind, that is like the only way I enjoy playing the characters. So it's very subjective, but I think it gets people in the right direction of where where you need to be to play a character. I don't think there's anything wrong in any of the videos. Like, I might miss a few things here, but that's why I kind of make them. I'm making them more progressive videos so that it's kind of builds off the previous video, because I tend to talk too much. Let's do regen. Let's do Brels. Let's do haste. Let's do projection. Let's do projection. I am in Icefall Glacier. Icefall Glacier. So this is a TSS zone. We started in Runes of Elysian today, and I just felt like I was getting my ass beat too much for the amount of effort, for the amount of experience, right? So I was getting like 1%, 1.5% experience or something like that. Less effort here for about the same. So just definitely wasn't a great experience, because it's just like Wizard kept dying because she's pulling aggro off me. All right, I think that's everything. Let's do group resist magic. All right, Mark. Oh, you need AC. And you need Pious Fury. You want to do a boxing duel. So okay, what class would you want to play if you only played, one character, right? So think of it like that, right? What is the one character you want to play? And then I'll tell you why Shaman is the character that goes with it. Because Shaman is the most versatile box. Shaman and Bard, right? Like Necro Bard, Necro Shaman, Mage, Bard, Shaman. It's one of those classes. It's gonna be the thing that goes with whatever. I would say Shaman would be the choice there. No, Warrior Shaman would be a good one. Shadow Knight Shaman, Monk Shaman. Monk Shaman's actually really strong. Yeah, Necro Shaman is pretty top tier in my opinion. Because you can, with slow, the mage, the shaman, or with slow, the necropet can tank most group stuff. So it's, you know, pretty good. Plus, you know, you can do all the heals on the necropet, and then the shaman pet. I feel like the shaman pet's weak early on, right? Like, let's say for the first, you know, 100 levels, I felt like it was weak, but the 130 shaman pet is a beast. And I don't know if that's just because like all the new buffs have, you know, they land on it, so he's become, you know, even stronger just passively. So definitely, yeah, you could, you know, any class with a shaman is gonna be good just because of how versatile the shaman is. They can do DPS, they can heal, they can solo. Like they could do a lot of stuff, so definitely it's a good choice. I think in my necro videos I show how to do the solo pulling with the necro. It's just you snare it in FD and it will split it out, but you know, early on it's terrible because the snare has a damage component to it. Let's grab that. The only problem with Necro Bard is when you run off the pull with the Necro, the Bard might do some aggro things, but you could actually pull with the Bard and get solos a lot easier. This knockback is crazy. All right, we're gonna do it. Levels, oh, never mind. 77 G's. He's just sitting there like taunting me. He's like, ha ha ha, you're not gonna come attack me. Oh, we got a named? All right, we got a name. We're gonna target him. Guard of Humility. I can't see which one it is. Oh my god, I died. What the hell? Where is it? Exodus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, I think I'm gonna try and start pulling with my 113 Bard once I get my warrior up to level. Definitely, you know, you like with low pulling, you can always get singles and stuff, but it's definitely, wow, alright. Only one death. Alright, that's not too bad. Just make sure I get them all off their mounts before I start running. Who is that? All right. Let's do it this way, because all my follow macros are based on following him. So we're just going to campfire back and then I'll res him when he gets here. Versus trying to run somebody over there to get his corpse. Hilarious. And let's get... Yeah. Yeah, I didn't expect to die that fast. In all honesty, I thought I had enough time to mez them, but here we are. All right, heals, resurrection. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Get out of the group. Merc, unsuspend, summon. Save myself some time here. Yeah, buff me. buff me and then yeah, there you go. Perfect. Valdrix, how crucial would you say Call the Hero is for boxing? I was thinking of an all melee team, but I feel like I would regret not throwing a mage in there. Plus, a mage get the benefit of melee buffs. Yes, I would not box without a mage. 100%. I would 100% not do it. I have my group on Viniki does not have a mage in the group, and it is painful. Because getting from like point A to point B without the mage is kind of annoying, especially when you get into this next expansion, the current expansion, Shattering a Row. Like Arkstone is painful to navigate. You know, if you're going 6x, right? I wouldn't do it. That's just it's tedious navigating through there. I 100% recommend a mage in every group, and they're definitely worth it. I think I don't think heroic characters are targeted for returning players. I just wouldn't recommend it for a returning player. In all honesty, I think it's targeting people who've been playing and they want to just be able to group with their characters immediately, right? I don't think somebody starting it, that's never played this game should make a heroic character. In all honesty, it's just gonna lead down a path of frustration that is unwarranted. And like some people, they can probably play a heroic character and figure it out, right? But it's definitely gonna lead to frustration for people that haven't played this game before. And I've seen people make heroic characters and then get 2 levels and never play it again. So definitely not something I recommend. Like I personally delete like almost every single one of my heroic characters after a while. I like if I don't level it from level 1, I don't have a connection to it that I want to keep it at all. And I've deleted plenty of 125 bards, I'll tell you that. And it's just definitely I don't know. I might have a different opinion. I don't know. There was a Reddit post about heroic characters the other day, and I don't know. I got downvotes because I was telling it how it is. All right, we got to rebuff him, so let's get him clarity, damage shield. Let's do your aura. I don't know if I did your aura. Let's mount you. He needs his aura. Go. needs Brels. Who is that? Voxel. And put him here, and then we're gonna need group resist magic. Gonna be pious might. You love bards in classic. Well, what to you is not fun about a bard in live versus classic? That's an interesting point of view. Shaman do have the best slow, I believe. I don't know if it's the same, like the Enchanter gets the same thing. I only slow on named mobs, in all honesty. And that's not, I don't even do that 100% because I'm kind of lazy, but definitely, I'm trying to think of my buffs real quick. I think I got them all. I feel like I'm missing something, but I think I got them all. Oh, wait. We don't have it yet. Never mind. I thought we had Reptile. Guess not. Maybe it's 68. I just haven't put it on my bar yet. Well, you can Melody on a TLP at level 1. I mean, I don't think anybody out there is doing, you know, 1122 2233 344 to twist their songs manually, but like back in the day, right? I don't think anybody's doing that anymore. I mean, it just wouldn't even make sense. You'd lose so much DPS. I'd be surprised. I don't know. I think manually twisting songs would be a huge DPS loss in the modern game. Like, a huge DPS loss. Especially now that they fixed Q Melody. And that actually, you know, does the buffs and the spells in the correct order and doesn't stop. Like, I feel like you'd get a serious DPS advantage manually twisting, what, 8 songs? I just don't think you would be able to maintain it in such a way. Oh my gosh. What kind of pull is that? Did you see that? He's social aggro, but it didn't socially aggro everybody. Lovely. Alright. Theoretically, there's another mob somewhere. I don't know where he's at, but there he is. Go. Perfect. Alright, Channer, slow is 60, slow is 65, Shaman slow is 75. Shaman haste is 65, Channer haste is 75. Alright, there we go. So the Enchanter cannot slow as much as the Shaman. But there is, I believe there's some kind of like partial slow debuff that slows have now. So I don't even know if they even slow that much. I don't feel like the high level mobs slow at all, honestly. It doesn't feel like it. The only slows I use it on my 130 warrior is the belt and then the shaman proc slow. That's about it. Like, other than that, that's about it. It's just, I don't feel like I need it on my warrior at all. Oh my god, there's a third one now. Where'd that one come from? Like the sloth line is just it's just so so good for what it is. All right, let's go over to the goblins. I don't want to try that right now. You know what? Let's do this. Let's we got an enchanter. Let's kill the enchanter. I think that's really what we're gonna do here. Let's get rid of Night's Dark Terror because that shit is terrible. Calm, placate. What do we got here? What can we placate up to? 70. All right. Con you, you're 67. All right, placate you. You're 67 also. Let's placate you. And then Blackfoot. Ash you. All right. This is not going to work out very well. Come on. Just mess him, for God's sake. Alright, jeez. That was a fight. Had to use deflection on that one, but... Alright, what do we get here? We got the primary two-handed piercing. That looks like it might be an upgrade over the two-hander we already have. Equipment. Edge of Envelopment, I think is the one I got. This is not an upgrade. I don't even know where I got this one. Alright. Is this no trade? It's a tunable. Alright, perfect. I can go in the guild bank. Let's see here. I watched your Mage Monk team video. I noticed you mainly move your monk into melee. Wouldn't put an auto-follow assist position correctly. Doing the same with my new tank seems to work. Auto-follow points them at the tank, so if you have to move the tank to line them up, you're in a camp, easier just to click the melee as a screen. Yeah. So like the auto-follow like attack works when I'm moving a lot because it's easier to reposition them, but I like to camp and just pull mobs like I am right now, and so it's just quicker to move characters over most of the time. Like, see how I move like constantly. Plus, I'm knocking back this thing constantly, so it's kind of annoying. But I'm gonna probably be moving more to using casters in most of my groups. Like this group is pure caster, just so I don't have to do any movement because it gets a little annoying. You know, when you're sitting here 4 or 5 hours at a time and you can't. You just get frustrated constantly. Yeah. Some issues there. All right. Let's see here. We got that. Oh, geez, another three-way. Oh, he's got guards, doesn't he? Is that just how he works? Oh, we don't have deflection up, so I'm just gonna get these two over here. I feel like we're gonna need deflection for that one. crap. Guard of humility. This is not gonna go well. Wizard's dead. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what she did. Lay hands. That should keep us alive for a few minutes. Come on. I was gonna mez, but I can't stop healing. So there we go. That should soften the load a little bit here. Oh yeah, frenzy burnout. Of course I don't have frenzy burnout on this mage. Oh my god. I don't got anything on you. Yeah, I got nothing. Come on, Druid. You can do it. You can do it, Druid. Alright, we just kill this thing, because... that stun lasted forever. Oh my god. And we got a Bloodfoot chopper. Alright, there we go. We got another attunable weapon. That one's not too bad. I haven't heard any rumors other than that they were working on an Everquest 3 at some point a few years ago. All right. All right, that works. No idea why you're over here. It's nice to know that the wizard's the first to go. And skin. Familiar. Shielding. Not much else. Not much else to cast after that, I guess. Oh. I forgot that was in that one video, Garrett. I forgot that. Alright, you're doing stuff, but you're not doing what I want. Yeah, it is, it's very interesting, in all honesty. Like, I don't think games out other than this will have as much success. It just feels like they're not, it's copying the wrong things, I think. Like, there's the nostalgia factor that, like, people, people like, but I just don't. They're not as fun. I played the Pantheon beta and the Ashes of Creation beta and the Monsters of Memories beta and the Ardulian Online beta, and that was the only one. That was the only one that was fun. The online one. I didn't enjoy Pantheon when that was in alpha, and I don't know. Monsters of Memories wasn't as fun to me. It just felt like it was copying Freeport. Like literally, the zone I spawned in felt like it was just like Freeport. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't feel right. You know, definitely would give it another try when it's final release, but after after Ashes of Creation, I'm not spending a single penny or a single amount of effort on anything that is not 100% fully released. No wipes, no nothing. There's just zero chance of me putting any effort into it. Yeah, Tower of the Frozen Shadow. I hate that zone so much. Definitely my least favorite zone. At least the first floor. The first floor of the Tower of the Frozen Shadow is my least favorite. The rest of it's fine. Like I don't know. I died on my first group when I started playing after I was done with Agnar. We got to that zone. I died so many times. I thoroughly hate that zone. I've since, you know, obviously gotten better at it, but it is just still, it's not fun. Yeah, exactly, Fossil. I don't like sequels. Like like for MMOs anyway, right? Like I would rather they just have one game they focus all their energy into, and versus like say you know, version 1, version 2 that are completely separate games, right? I feel like MMO is like the only game where you need to have some kind of transition plan between, you know, this version of the game, you know, move the characters to a new version of the game with, you know, whatever updated graphics or whatever other changes you want to make. Oh god, this sucks. But this is not working very well. All right, Druid's making a decision. I'm not gonna die for that. Yeah. No game has the rich lore as EverQuest, but that's coming from a guy spinner. Yeah. There's, you know, there's a lot of that, right? Like it's hard to create a world and then have it be, you know, already there, right? That, I don't know. This feels like a lived-in world, right? Like you go into each zone, they feel lived in. Like a lot of these new games, they don't feel as, just doesn't feel as right. Now, I'm like, I was a Elder Scrolls Online fan. Like I loved that game when it first came out, before they went like all monetization crazy. I thought it was so fun. I played it in alpha or beta or whatever it was. Oh my gosh, it was like my favorite game. I liked where they were going when it went live. I liked the veteran ranks, right, where you could still progress your gear and stuff. It was just like it was a fun game. I played thousands of hours of Elder Scrolls Online, and then like they just everything became so monetized after like the game failed or something like that. It was just so painful to see. Like I even got my wife to play that game, and she was having fun. Like the monetization definitely killed that game for me, but I was having so much fun with it. It was definitely the kind of game I wanted to play. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, these knockbacks are hilarious. Alright, let's get everybody mounted back up. Or not. What? Why do you all fail when I hit the same button? I guess they're like mounted, but you can't see the mount. Alright. Let's go down here. Alright, what are we at here? We are at 74, 25 mobs to go. And then we hit level 70. Which means Wednesday's stream is going to be Veniki. And then Thursday will be the Veniki achievements, so that'll be fun. Yeah, it's definitely hard, if not impossible, to find that kind of fresh view of a game these days. Yeah, so the first floor is just that ice floor. It's really terrible. Like the next floor, I believe, is the library, which is not too bad, right? Like there's a few pulls that are, death, but it's not too bad. And then there's more floors. I think there's like 6 or 7 floors. I think maybe 8. And then each floor has a key. And to do the mercenaries, you got to get the library and then the 5th floor. There is one of the keys is kind of tedious, and that is the one where you have to hand in all the different items from mob to mob. You like hail a mob, give a mob an item, and so on throughout the zone. It's not too bad, right? Like you can go in there at like 1:30 and just kill everything and don't have to worry about it as much. But it can be frustrating if you're trying to do it like at 1:15 when they're tier 2 mobs, so they can really gangbang you down really quick if you're not clever on the pulls. And someone was telling me there's a master key you can get that will let you unlock all the doors at a certain point. I just don't remember. I've never gotten that far, so I don't remember what floor that is or what you have to do to get it. But there is a master key to unlock them all. go. It's goblin time. All right, grab that goblin. Come on, land that nuke. Yeah, definitely. I will. I'll probably go back on these guys here, because of the undead factor in it. But the warrior on this server leveled so fast that I skipped most of it. I don't know. Do I have the? Do I even have the achievements for Torment of Elias? How far did I get? Paragon channel. Apparently, I did it all. I don't even remember doing it on this guy. What else is it? Let's see here. Yeah, I didn't do Scavenger and I didn't do Slayer in this one, so yeah, somehow I 100% this one, but don't remember doing it. Yeah, I would like to see like an HD texture pack almost, right? Like where it's you know, like the same general gist of it, right? But there's like some updated, you know, graphics and stuff that would really look nice. Really? You're just not gonna get mezzed there, buddy? Like you're just wasting my time? Alright, you're 3 in and you can't be mezzed because you're 71. She can mezz 71. Go. I'm not doing that one. Let's get these ones here for Wizard, Warrior. Alright, let's tag the Wizard. And then we're gonna fight the Warrior. I say that, but he's not mezzing. There we go. I think he's finally mezzed. I don't know. They shut down New World and they shut down a few other MMOs, so I wouldn't take anything for granted, honestly, but I don't know. I don't know the subscriber numbers for these games. Go. That looks like a twofer right there. I cannot wait until I get stun immunity. Oh my gosh. There we go. They shut it down as it was gaining momentum. That sucks. That is actually terrible for that. I personally didn't enjoy the game, but you know, that's on me. Was Ashes of Creation even fully released? I know it like moved to Steam for their alphas because I got a lot of emails about it. And I never had I never linked my Steam to it because I'm that lazy. But I'd only played it once. That was the biggest waste of money ever. $86. And sold 300,000 copies. Oh jeez. That's good sale numbers. I mean, like, that seems odd that they would shut it down with that many sales. Like, I could see them shutting down like 5,000 copies, but 300,000 seems crazy. Is the Veil of Flames in Vexthal Pain to farm? It's just random, right? Like, it's just random to get, right? So, you know, you can go in, like, you're gonna need lock picking on the character you go in to farm it with, but definitely, I think I have one on FV from, I ran it a few times, but it wasn't what I was trying to get. You got bored watching the whole video. Yeah, it just seems odd. I don't know. Like, maybe that's just not enough for them to sustain the business. I don't know. I don't know how much it costs to for them to make a game. I would dare say that EverQuest doesn't have 300,000 subscribers. It doesn't feel like it, in all honesty. But I mean, that would make me kind of worried, honestly, if 300,000 isn't enough to sustain an MMO. I think Pantheon could be a blast, but not copying all the other stuff that sucked about classic EverQuest. I don't know. When I logged on Pantheon to try it out, I like made a character. I went to like the area where I was supposed to, you know, go to kill stuff, and there was nothing to kill. And I like waited around for 10 minutes. There was nothing more. and I just started like running around the world, and it was just so barren. It was just like, why am I wasting my time? And so it just wasn't worth it. It's probably different now, obviously, but you know, that's the impression I got when I went and played it. So that's the impression that sticks with me personally, right? It's hard to you know, the first impression is probably like one of the most important things. Like Ashes of Creation for me, it was hitting Q to do a melee attack. That was the stupidest thing in the world. I got so annoyed really quick. I don't know if they changed that by the time it, you know, went further than where I played it, but was not something I would have ever even put into the game. So that's definitely the frustration I had there. Excellent. This is working out pretty well. Yeah, I don't really like corpse runs. Like I played classic Everquest, and it was more annoying than anything. Like I don't like, I mean, it just doesn't feel like a mechanic for an MMO, right? Just does not feel like a single player game. Maybe I could see it. You know, you die, you wake up somewhere, right, and you have nothing, and you have to go find your body. You know, a single player game, that it makes more sense. But you know, most single player games, you die, you don't continue, right? So, uh, the whole find your corpse and stuff just isn't really a mechanic that I've ever really enjoyed. I remember like you could drop your bags while looting your corpse in original EverQuest, right? Like if you had something in your bag and you did like the loot all, and that the extra items would go to the ground, if I'm not mistaken. So like I don't know, it seems like one of the mechanics I would just get rid of. Like if that's a mechanic in Pantheon, I would definitely find that annoying really quick. Let's see here, I spent most of my time in Pantheon looking for summons or dying over and over again trying to get my corpse. That sounds terrible. I might as well just, I'd rather have permadeath than having to go get my corpse. I mean, I'd rather just start over than have to deal with that nonsense. Yeah, anything that wasn't a bag could be looted in PvP. Yeah, I tried one of the PvP servers early on too, and like the concept of losing my stuff to like being gangbanged, like no thanks. That is like I remember Ultima Online. We had, you know, you had a lot of, you know, a lot of PvP in that game, and it was more frustrating, but the items were disposable, right? Like in this game, right? Like these are not disposable items, right? Like it's just doesn't make it's, you have to have an economy built on disposable items if you're gonna have looting and PvP and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, makes no sense. Like Ultima Online was fun. I loved that game. You played on the Zeeks until recently. Wow, that's crazy. Go. Let's grab this guy. What are we at here? We're at 96%. But we're gonna have to go a little bit further than that because Ketka has died 5 times today, I think. At least. Do I have spells? Oh, I do have spells. I bought spells and I never remembered them. All right, perfect. We'll do that here once we ding. Ashes of Creation. Let's see here. Ashes of Creation is dead now, isn't they? They pulled the plug. Oh, okay. The Pain of a Wizard. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I think there's a I got like a desync between my 2 chats, so sorry if I miss something you say. There we go. I got 0.9 for that guy. That should have been enough, right? 98. Come on. Oh man, Serene Command is viciously knocking them back. I'm glad I don't have melee characters. Oh my gosh, this would be painful. Yeah, it's like 99.6, really? That's just the biggest tease. A Frost Fiend. Alright, what do we get here? We got 1, 2, and 3. We have Guard of Humility up. Alright, we mezzed one of them. Alright, let me see if I can get that other one. With a manual mess. There we go. Alright, let's change your target before you do something stupid there, Voxel. Go Enchanter power. Oh, there we go. Level 70. All right. What do we get? What did we get? Why is it great? Let's see here. We got planar power, discordant defiance, blah blah blah. Healing gift, healing adept, innate see and vis, delay death, combat agility, and stability 18. Cloak of light, slay undead 6. Valiant steed, we got our summon pet. Bold attacks. Bold attacks. Which says enabled, but I don't see the bold attack icon. I must be drunk. I'll have to look at that here in a second. Mars Salvation and Companion Discipline. Alright, we don't have a pet, so that one's useless. Alright, so we got Mars Salvation. That is a aggro debuff. And we got bold attacks, which increases the amount of hatred we generate. Alright, never mind. It's not the one I thought it was. Alright, well, that's nice. Thank you very much. We just hit 70. Well, everybody hit 70. That's good. The losers in the group did not hit 70. The mage is the wizard has been dying today like nothing, and I don't know what Voxel's smoking here, but he's almost leveled. He must have died too. Alright, I feel like I was dumb tagging this guy, but let's see if I can get him out of here. He's level 75. Oh my gosh. This is Icefall Glacier from the TSS expansion, the Serpent Spine. It is a nice zone. It is on the way to Valdholm, which is probably where we'll be going for 70 to 75. Going up into there. I want to get into Frost Crypt. So that's probably kind of like the direction we're heading. Frost Crypt is in Valdholm. But I think I don't know if we can zone straight in or we have to do some progression to unlock the door. I can't remember on that one. But if we're lucky, the level 70, the next tier of daily quests are going to send us there too. So we'll see how that goes. Now, one thing we could do is we can also go to Dire Wind for the 70 to 75 range. And there is a bunch of undead in there that I know about, so that might be a spot we go. Because Dire Wind has like this this whole necromancer ring area. So we'll definitely have to look into that area. But yeah, just gotta get everybody 70 and then figure out what we're gonna do then. I think swap over to the Vaniki kitties and get them imp key, and then we'll see where we gotta go from there. So I'm still working on that. I got the Taskmaster pouch, but that's about it. Oh, we gotta do lockpicking too, so a lot of little tedious things to do on there. Maybe not worth streaming. Yeah, that's soon, I hope. I'm gonna have to look at the level range. I don't know if it's 70 to 75 or 75 to 80 on Frost Crypt. But there's not a whole lot of other options, honestly, at this level. So is gonna be fine. Alright, so all we got to do is get Keka to level. Perfect. Speaking of, how far off are you? 87%. Ugh. That's more than I was expecting. And she has aggro, of course. Alright, I didn't do Mars Salvation, so let's pop that here. %3 on Echo and Spite. Oh, yeah, I've got, so like the last time I did it with Blarp, and the trick he showed me is you just stand in the center of the room and burn that final boss down, the final thing, and it works out really well. Like that might, like, no movement at all. The first time I did, I got it to like, 3 or 4% also, and then I died because I was moving around. I was getting summoned by this stupid thing, right? It was just like really frustrating. But just standing in the center is a thing. Yeah, yeah. The roamers are annoying. I'm almost thinking the next time I try it is to kill everything in the zone before I start the mission, so it's a little bit better experience. But I don't know, like, I keep forgetting to do the cure and so my character just like, if you get that, whatever that is, you die. So like, I gotta make sure I cure that and stuff like that. So it's definitely definitely a different situation there. Yeah, not having wizard DPS sucks. I can imagine, considering how much DPS they're doing for you. Alright, that should be all my stuff. So we can change a few of these real quick because we need to do this. So this is Blessed Aura. This is Wave. This is Pious. Ward of Tunar. We want that, but I'm too lazy to make a button for it right now. So leave that one like that, and Silent Patty. Oh, we get those on too. Alright, we'll just leave the rest the way they are for now. And that's Druid. Let's see here. This might be way more work than I want to do right now. Avengers of the Sun. Oaken Guard. What the hell is Oaken Guard? Oh, it's a self buff. Aura of Life. New Aura. Nice. Mask of the Wild. Moon Shadow. Oh, we got Moon Shadow. Oh. Alright. Goodbye, Thorns. Or goodbye, whatever the hell that was. Let's delete that line from our debuff button. I'll have to come back and fix that later. Moon Shadow is our group heal. It's also our synergy later on, so we want that there. There now we have Dire Wind. Alright, so we can pour it directly to Dire Wind now. And that means the wizard will also have it also. So then we can go here to skin. This is going to be Blessing of Steel Oak. And Bark Spur. I think that is what I think it is. We can get rid of this one. And we can put Bark Spur. Yeah, that's what it is. Perfect. Bark Spur is a short duration DS. There we go. All right, well, I have to set up more stuff on her, but we'll go with this for now. Yeah, a lot of people do that, Garrett. A lot of people. There we go. I would say Shaman is a stronger healer than a Druid. I would say it's Cleric, Shaman, Druid, if you were to rank them on purely healing. And then I would say Shaman would be the top if you did not rank it on purely healing. I've never felt safer than anything else with a Cleric in my group, leveling from 1 to I think it was 125 in that group. Never felt safer than that. Like knowing that the Cleric can spam heal faster than everybody else and do more healing than everybody else, it was just easy mode healing. funny. Don't use your real names online then. Just in case. There we go. All right, 9%. Definitely feel like these got way easier just leveling to this level. I gotta do a lot of spell upgrades and stuff. Oh, there's the named again. Damn it. Oh yeah, he spawns with these two sons of guns. All right, so that's how that works. All right, we're gonna tag him, and we're gonna run down here, and we're gonna stand like this, deflection, this, or whatever the hell this is. All right, that worked. That worked a lot better than trying to hit some stupid macros. There we go. Yeah, Kentucky, all my videos are on YouTube. All my videos. Guard of Humility. This guy hits hard, really hard. My streaming's also on both YouTube and Twitch, so you can watch all the past streams there. That's why if my chat doesn't make sense sometimes because I'm talking on both. I have a unified chat in my window here, but there's multiple chats. I was gonna display it on the thing, but I read you get banned from Twitch if you show YouTube chat or something on your Twitch stream. I don't know. Didn't really want to take the risk. Alright, why are you not? Do I not have strong root yet? Like, I feel like I'm missing it. Or not strong root. What is it called? Shackles of Tunar. P1. There we go. Cold blood. What are we doing here? Go. Shoot, the druid is like out of mana. This is not gonna do well for me, I don't think. Why is she out of mana? That's the real question here. What did I do? Alright, let's Mars Salvation does not last very long. Come on down. I must say this. I think this is the second time I've been to this camp, and I must say this is actually a pretty nice little spot. Other than the named being a little rough, since he's got like ads and stuff that he spawns with, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's not too bad. Once you figure out what you gotta do there, but not too bad. Yeah, it's definitely definitely faster than those mobs in Elysian for sure. And if we run out of mobs, we can just go over there and kill those dumb goblins. So definitely good recommendation. Oh, we're missing damage shield. What's this druid damage shield do? 219, so that's not too bad, right? That's some nice additive DPS there. Alright, damage shield. Let's see what the enchanter's got real quick. I need mana on the druid anyways. Might as well get some stuff. Oh, what do we got here? Wait. Oh, that sounds like I'm gonna get killed. Alright, let's mem that one. Got a new slow. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait, we got a new mez? What is this? Euphoria 73? Alright. Rune of Rokikuka. Alright. Wake of Felicity. Mana Flare. What the hell's Mana Flare? Places an aura of mana upon your target, and the mana will intertwine with the damaging of a damaging spell. Infliction. Alright, it'll do more damage. Alright. Is that an instant respawn spell? It is not. Yes, there we go. Alright. Schwacky schwacky. Something in the multi-bind. True name. Alright. Voice of Clairvoyance. Alright, that is an upgrade. Clairvoyance. Sure I spelled that right. Tasting of Salic. Board of Bedazzlement. What is that? Alright, that sounds like a buff I need to cast, but... Oh, we got a new aura here. So this is Illusionist. There we go, there we go. And we got 2 spells apparently that I didn't need to buy. Alright, save that. And we can then do a new Clarity. Type that right. Yep. And that should increase mana regen, obviously. And then got a new haste. Oh, we got a group rune. Oh my. Oh my, that is delicious. All right, there we go. circle around. Alright, so with Druid and Mage damage shield 219. You can't even hit me. Okay. Alright, the stun worked a little better there. Frost Fiend. Because we have our high duration damage shields from the Druid, so I want to kind of see what those are doing. There we go. 1300, 57, 219, 1300, 267. Wow. Definitely a nice little bonus that I can get from the Druid every once in a while. Excellent guide. Jump down here and we hit level 70 on the wizard. Perfect. So what time is it? It's 2:40, or not 2:48. It's 11:30. Let's kill these things real quick, and then we can. I think we'll pop over to Veniki, and I'll do a Gribbles run real quick, and then we'll call it for the day. I think, because I'm not gonna bore you guys with the with the farming of an Emperor key. I mean, at least not today. Maybe that'll be a tomorrow thing. But I'll show the Gribbles at 85 with a Worm Slayer and how hilarious it is. I'm starting to get a little bit of hit through, but not enough to even think about. So it's kind of fun. There we go. Yeah, this is much easier now. Is the Mana Flare even going off? Colored Chaos. Might have went off. Alright, let's get everybody out of here. Sure, yeah, that's fine. So we'll do that, and I'll camp everybody over to Veniki real quick. Which is actually not that terrible to do. I already have them all the characters lined up in the Veniki set. That's why they're a little awkward today on this character. He didn't have the right multi-bind. Which is weird. I would assume that the multi-bind settings, because all the key settings should be character specific now. And it's just some kind of weird artifact. Come on. I should have took them to Guild Hall. I don't know why I took them here, but alright, camp fast. Come on, everybody to the same window. I only got one character. Only one character on this server. There we go. Alright, that didn't work. Alright, well, hold on. I'm not ending the stream, but I had to click a different one. So that's about to show my, yeah, they all escaped. God damn it. Connection not gonna be reached. Actually, let's just, I'm not gonna log back in. Alright, sorry about that. I will do what you call it. Yeah, they're all crashed, but I will do Viniki tomorrow, and we'll do that. But sorry about that. I hit escape twice, so it kicked me to desktop. So, or not desktop, but to whatever. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We got the goal accomplished today. Thank you very much for coming out. Thanks for the follows and stuff today. So see you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.